Hello! Welcome back to another end of the month video. I think August has been one of my favourite months this year for a lot of different reasons, but also because my August started off with this. Is this a new Taylor Swift album? Oh my god, what's gonna happen? What is gonna happen? I'm so scared. Okay, is my volume's up? Okay. Okay. Oh my god! Look at that! Oh my god! I've literally just woken up. But this is crazy. This is crazy. Look at her. Sweat and vanilla perfume. She's got a perfume. Wait, what? The Life of a Showgirl Sweat and Vanilla Perfume cassette. The Life of a Showgirl limited release deluxe CDs. Oh my god, she's got 4. Oh, she's got like different editions like she did with Midnight's. Sweat and Vanilla. Okay, so okay. Look at these. Look at these. Okay, so we've got Life of a Showgirl Sweat and Vanilla. It's frightening. It's frightening. It's rapturous and it's beautiful. I am like blown away. I need to look at these like name, title, numbers or whatever. Obviously we now know a lot more than what I had in that video. I mean, Taylor's also engaged, which is crazy. There's moments like really exciting announcements of things like the new album that I just get really excited by because it's always so such a new thing to have one of your favorite artists announce a new album, so that's really exciting. I also did a lot of baking this month and cooking. You'll see that throughout this video. I kind of got a bit of a baking bug, I guess you'd say, and I watched a lot of different bakers on YouTube just in my downtimes throughout the days. Whenever I was resting or relaxing, that was just a really nice way to kind of check out or to just watch a really nice baking video that's quite laid back. So it really inspired me to do some home baking, and that's why there's so many little baking clips throughout this video. So I have been really inspired by Kitty Bakes, who does a lot of YouTube videos and content about her little solo bakery, which is called Orange Bakery, and so I've been watching a lot of her videos. Today I'm making actually Claire Saffitz's recipe of baguettes because I've always wanted to be able to make bread at home and make it well, and I've never been able to, so I'm gonna keep giving it a shot. We'll see how it goes. I got this ages ago, this little apron, and I love it. And I've hardly worn it. It's got this really cute little frill at the bottom. But I am just finishing off the starter, which is called the Polish or something. This looks really weird right now, but this has just been mixed together. It's a little bit of yeast, a little bit of flour, and a little bit of water. And you basically let this sit for like 6 hours and ferment and bubble up, and then you add that to the rest of your mixture later on today. I have this as a weight for the lid because I don't have the correct lid for the container. So yeah, we'll check back in and see how it's going and if I actually do end up making baguettes. Look at it now, look at how much it's grown. It's tripled in size. It's so exciting. So again, I've just added in the Polish to some more yeast and water and flour, and I'm just going to be mixing that together. So I'll just show you what that little mixture looks like now, and then I'm going to be slightly kneading it in the bowl and then leaving it again for another 6 or 7 hours, I think, maybe even 12 hours. You can't see from the last time I posted, but this is rising really quickly now. First fold of the dough. And I think it's just going to keep rising, so I hope that the container isn't too small. We'll see. I decided, it might have been through July, but I decided at some time in the last couple of months that I really wanted to watch the Marvel Universe films because I'd never seen really any of them. I think I'd seen Guardians of the Galaxy once, and I've just always come across conversations of friends of mine talking about different Marvel films, and there's always new ones coming, and I listen to a couple of film podcasts that do discuss the Marvel realm a lot, and I thought, I feel like it's something that would interest me. I really enjoy things like Lord of the Rings and a lot of like fantasy adventure film trilogies or series, and so I thought I'll just give it a shot. So I've seen, I think I'm up to number 11. There's like 54 films in the list that I'm watching from. I'm watching them in chronological order so that you can see the layering of each storyline with each new film and how that kind of contributes to the main story of the Marvel characters. So yeah, I'm up to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I'll check back in next month on how many more I've watched and what my thoughts are and all that. One thing that was really nice to do in Melbourne this month was to go to the French Impressionism exhibition at the NGV. It's from the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and wow, I just really enjoyed taking the time out to look into and listen and read into all of the skill and the craft that goes into these paintings and the backgrounds behind the paintings. And there were a few things that I noted that were just really amazing, and I've got little clips here of my favorite paintings that we came across. But one thing I found was there was a painting there with some white roses, and the actual paint looked like white buttercream to me, and I thought that was a really cool way that the artist had painted it to almost seem like the flowers were popping out from the frame. What I also realized was, obviously back in the time that these paintings were being done, a lot of the painters weren't able to take photos of what they were painting, and so it had never just clicked to me about how someone either might have to come back to the same location multiple times over many weeks or months to be able to get a very specific look. Especially, there was one that I came across where it was a sunset, and I was thinking, you know, sunsets can be so quick, so to be able to capture in your mind the look and all of the colours and the way they all bounce off each other, it was just quite miraculous. To understand the background to how that painting would have been made, it's just a really nice outing for an August Sunday. I got to see a couple of new films as well this month at the Melbourne International Film Festival, which was really exciting. I mean, I'd never gone and watched a film really that I hadn't seen the trailer of, or that I hadn't heard of or known the basis of, and so I made an effort to kind of just read the description of the film and not see anything else. One of the films that I really enjoyed was The Blue Trail. Just seeing a snapshot into someone else's life and how that story developed was really, really cool and a really great experience. I'm having a very productive day today, and I think last time I said I was having a productive day, it was because it was a Thursday, which is my productive day of the week. And I just wanted to show you, I've been baking a focaccia. I'm trying to make an olive and garlic focaccia. This is the dough that's just risen for 7 hours, I think it is, and it looks so good coming out of the fridge. Look at that! It's like doubled in size. But I just haven't made bread properly. So this is so cool. Look at how it's grown and all of the bubbles and stuff from the yeast. I'm so excited. Got these little buddies in their trays now. They're gonna rise for 1 to 4 hours now. I was gonna say, things I've learned so far from focaccias or making focaccias is there's lots of oil. It looks like heaps and heaps. It's 4 tablespoons, which is a lot of oil. But I guess that makes for the really kind of it makes for the high hydration. that took a while for my brain to get around that loop of the dough. So yeah, these guys are gonna just sit and rest here out on the bench. I might cover them in some plastic or something. And then we'll see them once they're risen, and then I guess we cook them off. Okay, so I've got my little focaccia doughs here. They rose, and then I stretched them out into the pan and then dimpled them, although they've already bounced back a tiny bit, and then put the olives on them. I put more on this side and less on that side, just if anyone wanted a couple more plain dough. Just put that into there's no light here. Then I just put that into the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Another favourite moment of mine was when I went and did the George Bass Coastal Walk with a friend. We went and drove out to the peninsula and did the walk. It took us about, I think, 2.25 hours each way. It was an absolutely gorgeous day, and we saw so many whales, which was insane. I wasn't expecting to see any whales. We didn't know that was a whale watching spot until we got there, and it was just really cool because we'd be walking along and you'd be focusing on where you were walking, and then you'd just look out to the sea and there was just this massive splash of water from a whale, or you'd see the little spurts of water coming up, and it was so cool to just think how many whales were in the water right next to us. That was an amazing experience and something I definitely want to go back to walk again. We were just blessed with the beautiful weather as well. It was a really nice crisp day, and so it was absolutely beautifully sunny and clear skies, but we had a really nice crisp wind, so that was just a gorgeous day. Always on the tip of my tongue. I read an article on the internet told me that that's how you know you're falling in love. That's gonna take a while, isn't it? I knew that was gonna happen. It's okay. Hate to admit, but it might be true. Hate to admit, but I think you know. Hate to be lame, but I might love you. 'Cause I don't wanna. Oh, hold on. If I need him, maybe that will make him stay. If I lie, will I still feel this way? Whoa, okay, that's way too quick. By the way, I don't have a third string here, so there would be a harmony. I wouldn't just be doing just this one note, but I broke my string this afternoon, so. I'm gonna pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. Oh, that's the same. And if things go wrong, we can knock it down. The three words have two meanings. There's one thing on my mind. It's all for you. It's all for you. And that's it for August. I hope you enjoyed coming along and watching the few little adventures that I've had this month. I hope you've had a great August as well, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely September, and I'll see you at the end of that month. Put you on a wall. What's the lyrics?